How many third-party announcements are you hoping for at E3 for the Switch that may change your mind a little bit on that? Is there a certain set number, or are there just more big ones? Like if there were 3 really big third-party announcements, let's say it's like Assassin's Creed, let's say it is Red Dead Redemption, would those 2 be enough, or would you like, I don't know, 10 smaller like B-level studio announcements, like a Payday 2 and then some others like that?
Payday 2 is garbage. There's no reason for that. I don't even understand. I don't want to insult people that like Payday 2, but Payday 1's better and Payday 2 is a hunk of crap. Don't mean to insult you. If you like the game, that's great. It's a terrible game. I've played Payday 2 for as far as I could, and it is just a DLC factory. Like it does not want you to enjoy the game at any point. It's constantly throwing ads or like a whole bunch of crap down your throat. And I got upset because I love the first one so much. I think Red Dead Redemption 2 would be a really big win. If they announce Grand Theft Auto 5 portable, done deal.
That's it, yeah.
They do that, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's like, there's not even a question in my mind. They get that, it's solid, like final. Call of Duty World War II, I think that's a big deal for a lot of people because I think the Switch needs that first-person shooter. You know, I think it needs something like that, and I don't believe Payday 2 is going to service that. I think those 3 games would be a big deal. I don't think Assassin's Creed's going to matter as much because I don't think that series has been selling as well as it used to.
Well, keep in mind though, it's been a full year since we've had one, so maybe just the absence of it will make it maybe the anticipation higher. I'm not sure. And there is word that they are trying to move to something completely different, like Egypt, for example, which is much different than doing things like Paris and stuff like that, because obviously you have pyramids and sand, I don't know, all kinds of stuff like that. But that could at least be a little different. But you're saying like GTA 5 would be almost a done deal for you if that shows up, and then maybe like a Call of Duty, for example.
I like, as Call of Duty would be a big deal. I think Red Dead Redemption 2 would be a big deal. And I think like a lot of really powerful another one that would be a big deal is to have Rocket League. You know,
yes.
What was the other game that Blizzard just made recently? I can't believe I just forgot.
Overwatch.
Overwatch, thank you. If Overwatch came, that's not going to come. They already said that it's not going to come. But if that did come, if they found a way to make it work, that would be a big deal. But I think I'd be willing to say if Grand Theft Auto 5 came out on the Switch, I think that alone would be a big enough reason to get the Switch. But even at this point, it keeps selling every month so well. Can it keep
GTA 5?
GTA 5, yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting because it does, you're right, it sells better than a lot of games that just came out actually that month. It's always in like the top 5 most times of like games that have come out that month. And it's hard to describe why, because you feel like by now everyone who wanted GTA 5, because it's been out for what, like 3 years now? 3 years? Yeah, 3 years. You feel like everyone would have it by now who wanted it, but it prints money. I don't know. It just does.
It's insane. I mean, I can't imagine it's going to sustain itself, but I think a couple of games I mentioned that I think that would help a lot in terms of Nintendo and what they could develop for it. I have this weird feeling that I don't think Mario is going to do as well as everyone hopes it does, because traditionally that game has been included with the system when you buy it. Usually, like it's been a bundle for a lot of people, and I don't think we've seen a mainstream Mario game do very well for a while now. I think Galaxy 1 and 2, I think combined didn't sold a quarter of what the Wii U or the Wii originally sold or something. It wasn't as big as everyone hoped it was. I mean, it was really good. It's not
Galaxy
like
2 was very good, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're not bad games. It's just, I think that people fantasize Mario more than they understand what people actually want. What because hardcore gamers, we want Mario, we want all that stuff. We want a new Donkey Kong, we want all that. But I think the regular people that are just wanting to get into games and stuff, they don't get those things.
Okay,
I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Philip, what do you think? Do you think Mario is going to do well? I feel like it will because of portability, even if it is similar to say the Galaxy ones. But what are your thoughts on that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't think it'll have as high of an attachment rate as something like Breath of the Wild, obviously.
Well, there'll be more Switches than anyway, so yeah, you're right.
Right. But obviously, I think that it's going to do exceptionally well. I mean, probably better than most games out there that are coming to the Switch. I mean, a lot of people I've heard, I get a lot of questions, should I get a Switch? Like, I'm really just interested in Mario or something like that, or all I would get is Breath of the Wild and Mario. So I know that there are a ton of people out there that are interested in classic old Mario. So I think that it is going to help sales, but at the same time, I don't think that it's going to do anything as far as making anybody who doesn't already want one now getting one like too far in the future or during the holiday season.
Mm-hmm. I will say I am currently more interested in Xenoblade than I am Mario, which probably sounds really bad to a lot of people.
Me too.
I am.
I'm with you, man. I'm way more into that sort of type of game than a Mario, but at the same time, Mario is like,
No, I'll get Mario, obviously, but yeah, Xenoblade interests me. I have to imagine. I mean, a Monster Hunter has to be in the works, right? At this point, that would interest me. And then, of course, again, we keep hearing about Pokemon Stars. Sun and Moon, it didn't play as well as I would have liked on the 3DS. I would be much happier to get a 60 frames per second 1080p experience on the Switch if it is mostly the 3DS game, just higher resolution creatures and everything. That would interest me more as well if that rumor is true. Again, we're going off rumors with that. But that's kind of where I stand with that. Evan, are you in the camp for Mario, or are you thinking more along the lines of like RPGs and stuff like I am?
Probably RPGs. I mean, how much farther can you go as a platform puzzler? Usually it's the more Mario games that interest me are Mario RPG, the Luigi's Mansion type stuff, things with puzzles. But I mean, the moment you go back to Mario, you're playing with positioning, gravity, speed, and acceleration, and that's about it. And that you just have to create a world around that concept, create some power-ups, create a type of scoring system, and then hope that people enjoy it more than the last one, or just get it because it's a name. And that's about it.
I will say it was very funny how shocked we all were to actually see Mario alongside real people. It's odd that we're still shocked like that in 2017.